Monorepos. The ultimate architectural design decision? No. They're a dumpster fire. A seductive, well-marketed dumpster fire that's actively making your life worse. You bought the hype, didn't you? Simplified dependencies. Atomic commits. Shared tooling. Sounds great on paper. Like every other silver bullet that promised to solve all your dev woes. Guess what? It's another lie. A lie spun by people who either never scaled a real product or are selling you the tools to manage their mess. Here's the brutal truth. Monorepos are often a net negative for most teams, most of the time. They promise simplicity but deliver complexity disguised as order. They promise speed but saddle you with glacial CI/CD, endless recompilations, and a dependency graph that looks like a rat's nest after an earthquake. Let's talk about the core conflict here. The idea of a monorepo is compelling, everything in one place. But the reality is that one place quickly becomes one giant, slow, unmanageable place. You want shared components, use packages. You want atomic commits, learn to use Git properly across repos. You don't need to throw everything into a single bucket and hope for the best. The context: development teams are getting bigger, codebases more complex. The allure of the monorepo is the promise of control. But what actually happens? A single failing test in an unrelated library can block your deployment. A bad merge can bring the entire ecosystem to a halt. In a truly scaled organization, this isn't atomic commits, it's atomic regressions. Think about CI/CD. With a monorepo, every change, no matter how small, can trigger a full build and test suite across your entire sprawling codebase. That's not efficient. That's a bottleneck. Your 5-minute feature change just turned into a 45-minute wait because some intern bumped a version in an unrelated project. Time is money. Your company is losing money while your CI pipeline chugs along. And dependencies, oh, the glorious shared dependencies. Until one team needs an older version of a library for a critical legacy service, and another needs the bleeding edge for a new feature. In a polyrepo world, you manage that with package versions. In a monorepo, you're now navigating a minefield of conflicting requirements, forced upgrades, and endless internal debates. The resolution: stop drinking the Kool-Aid. For 90% of teams, a well-managed polyrepo strategy is simpler, faster, and more scalable. Break down your services. Use proper versioning. Establish clear API contracts. That's how real systems are built, not by cramming everything into one gigantic, undifferentiated blob. You want code reuse? Publish packages. Use a private NPM, a Maven repo, whatever. That's what they're for. You want shared tooling? Use a base project generator, or a shared config repo that gets pulled in. There are mature, proven solutions for all the problems monorepos claim to solve, without the architectural baggage. So, what's the real lesson here? Don't blindly follow trends. Understand the trade-offs. The simplicity of a monorepo is often an illusion that quickly gives way to operational nightmares, slower development cycles, and an increased blast radius for every single change. Monorepos are a convenient fiction. They promise centralized control but deliver distributed chaos. They promise efficiency but breed inertia. Don't fall for it. Build smart. Build small. Build composable. Monorepos are the worst architectural design decision you can make. Fight me in the comments. Subscribe before your build times triple.